I really didn't want to talk about this um, Neanderthal for more than like I want to say 10 minutes, but I might have to make this a whole video. So I searched up Vara Dark because I seen on Twitter somebody had mentioned she had made a video about Guilty Gear, and I'm like, well, you know what? Guilty Gear kind of hits a little close to home. I played that for the majority of season one, and I didn't really play it after season one because I just started playing other things. I believe Tekken 8 came out, Mortal Kombat 1, etc., so on and so forth. DNF Duel came out. I was playing that, if you guys remember. Um, but yeah, man, like, let's see what's going on with Vara Dark. I had to make a whole video, though, because I seen something that was just too juicy to give up, right? Like, look, she's playing live, right? She's playing Stellar Blade, hard mode, boss rush. Sexy Eve saves the world, Gooner game of the year. Like, I don't know why she's like trying to be sarcastic in this. Like, does she think it's the game of the year because it's for goons? Like, quite literally. But she's acting like I don't know. Like, she's like acting like she's mocking and shit, and like I don't know, man. It's just weird. I don't like the titling because it's just I don't know. It's like not funny at all. But anyway, so let's look at this right here really quickly. Nintendo bans overly sexual content. Sensitive content updates means less dev freedom again. Well, I don't know if you like have been living under a rock or what, but like if you played Nintendo like at any point in your life, odds are they've tried to censor the hell out of everything. You know what I mean? There's rarely a game that they haven't censored. There are M for mature rated games that have been censored by them. Bloody Roar Primal Fury. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get a comparison. Bloody Roar. Ignore that. Bloody Roar Primal Fury versus Extreme. So Bloody Roar Primal Fury doesn't have blood. Um, it only has like sparks when you hit a character. It's pretty funny. Yep. See, like here, right here, you guys see the little sparks. Like that's supposed to be a little bit of blood, but it sparks on Primal Fury. Honestly, it's a lot better if you ask me without the blood because the blood just looks a little too like it doesn't look great. You know what I mean? Like I grew up on Primal Fury. It's the first Bloody Roar I started playing, so like that's what I'm used to. I'm sure other people will think differently. Look at this one. By the way, another reason why Primal Fury is better, the endings are animated like in 2D and not like 3D. This doesn't look like Jenny's model in the game, in case you were wondering. So like I don't know what was going on here. And she's drinking wine. She has more cleavage here. This is just like a line, you know what I mean? Just enough to let you know, like, yeah, there's breasts there, but like it's not as mature as it could be. And this was back in 2002, I believe, is when. Yeah, 2002 is when it came out. So like I'm not even gonna click on that video. I really want to click on the other stuff. So Ghost of Yote, we'll get to that, but let's get to Guilty Gear. Let's see what this idiot has to say.
A single example where a company chasing a modern audience.
A new Guilty Gear game has been canceled by Mike Straw. So nobody in the FGC, the fighting game community, has been talking about that at all. So I don't know what in the world this could mean. This was a day ago.
Updating their game for global standards has worked out well for them, and unfortunately, we are seeing the death of Guilty Gear happening in real time because their new game has been canceled. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams.
You know what? Let me just look it up.
Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, this is going to be very sad news for a lot of people because Guilty Gear had so much going for it. It was so bright and colorful and flashy. I love the character designs, the combat and fighting experience was smooth, right? It just was a great game all around.
I've never seen her play it. I doubt that she thinks that way. I doubt that she even plays it. So there are 3 videos so far. 14 hours ago, coming from Leffen, who's an idiot himself. And then there's this obvious like hate poster, just like Vara Dark. So let's see. I guess the next Guilty Gear has been canceled. Let's see. It's been canceled. Back to the drawing board. What does this mean? Guilty Gear Strive has been carrying the banner of Arc System Works' 10-year fighting game franchise since 2021, with 4 seasons of downloadable characters. 4 seasons is good. And by the way, in case anybody's doubting it, Guilty Gear Strive is the highest selling Guilty Gear. Let me just Google that before I had to eat crow or something. Highest selling Guilty Gear. I'm pretty sure it is. It's either that or Exerd. Okay, 3 million copies sold. Yeah, so it's the highest selling one. In case you guys didn't know, Guilty Gear has never really like sold all of that
Even though we're
much.
still a few months away from
Let's get back to it.
But, well, it looks like Guilty Gear fans are not in luck because a new Guilty Gear game that had been in development has recently been canceled at Arc Sys Works. Now, there are a lot of companies that are going through major layoffs right now, and they're canceling a lot of games, but you would think that Guilty Gear would continue on. You'd think that they would not be willing to sacrifice a franchise of this caliber, but they are. So sources say that the game's cancellation took place within the last couple of weeks. As far as a reasoning behind it, nothing was specifically mentioned by those who spoke under the condition of anonymity. Insider Gaming did reach out to Arc System Works for comment, but had not heard back as of publishing. This to me screams that they were not ready for this news to release yet. They were hoping to keep it under the radar for as long as possible, and you have to pair that with the fact that they want their image to stay as clean as possible.
Okay, let's keep going.
Because in 2026 they have to try to sell the Guilty Gear fans and the Arc Sys fans on that new Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls game, which that doesn't even release for a while, so who knows, what their upcoming release schedule is going to be aside from that. If this is
How does she know when that's going to release? Did they give a release date on that one? I don't even remember.
truly canceled. Guilty Gear, of course, is a fighting series that had first debuted in 1998 for the original PlayStation and
2026? That's next year.
7 mainline games,
is that a while?
6 spin-off titles, and the last Guilty Gear game, Guilty Gear Strive, was first released in 2021, and it launched on the Nintendo Switch in January of 2025. Yeah, I mean...
2021, man, that's crazy. It's been 4 years since Strive launched. That's a long time, honestly. And Guilty Gear Xrd was like... I think that a shorter cycle for fighting games is better, honestly. Like, 4 seasons is a little bit too much for me. Like, there's too much to learn in between the seasons. Things keep constantly changing. Like, I think, honestly, my personal opinion, 2 seasons is enough. 2 seasons is enough. Start working on the next game. That's my opinion.
It has been quite a few years since we got Strive, and it was getting to the time where you'd think that they would start announcing a new game and highlighting it and really showing it off, but that is not the case. And unfortunately, with the direction that Arc Sys was going in, I can't say I'm particularly surprised. A lot of people have had a lot of major complaints with them over the past few years, and specifically with them toning down and altering their title because ahead of the launch.
You know, I like to mention that Arc System Works is it's a company of 233 to 236 employees around that. Evidently, that's what AI says. 233 in 2024. So, like, you know, they're also working on multiple games. Like, can we take a look and see how many Arc System Work games have been pushed out over, like, the last couple years? Arc System Work... Oops. From 2020, I don't even know if it's going to do that for me. From 2020 to present. Yeah. So, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus came out in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see the year that it came out specifically, but it came out during the pandemic. Let's see. They produced Under Night and Birth, Clear. Well, did Clear come out in 2020? I know for certain that the newest one, Under Night and Birth 2, came out in 2024. Let me see. Oh, wait, here we go. 2020 Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and they're still, like, they made Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising 3 years later, but this had a season pass. Like, it had, like, 3 seasons, if I remember correctly. Guilty Gear Strive in 2021, we're on a 4th season right now. So they helped develop DNF Duel. I don't know exactly how much. I know that they were, like, on the producer side. of things, but like, you know, if you look at the art style of DNF Duel, it's like Strive. So I don't know how much they were involved in that, how many people were in that, you know what I mean? But a Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, which is like, you know, moderately popular for like their titles, right? It's out right now and it's on its second or third season. I'm not certain. And Undying Birth is published by them, so that doesn't count. But yeah, man. So within the past 5 years, people say it takes 5 years for a development cycle for a game, and you know that might be outdated because that's something that I heard back in like the PS3, PS4 days, something like that from Harada. It takes about 5 years to develop a game, and within the past 5 years, they have developed or helped develop 4 games and season passes. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they did cancel Guilty Gear in favor of working on Marvel Tokon, because Marvel vs. Capcom is like a beloved title. Marvel is really hot with games right now. Like, let's look at how many people are playing Marvel Rivals. Let's see. So 100,000 players are live on Steam right now, currently, evidently. And there were millions. Like, it's a free game, but there were millions before. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 sales. Oops. Sorry, I'm not used to typing at this angle. 5.5 million copies. And Guilty Gear sold over 3 million copies by 2024, right? Yeah, so this is like more lucrative. And they're getting the bag to do it. It's kind of like with Dragon Ball Fighters. So when did Dragon Ball Fighters come out? Dragon Ball Fighters came out in 2019, right? Oh my god, that shit came out in 2018. Dragon Ball Fighters release date, Fighters sales. So 10 million! Oh my god! It was a significant success, and it was something that they developed, but they didn't publish. This was Bandai Namco publishing it, but Arc System Works developed it, and I'm pretty sure they got a piece of the pie, which is why they, they got a piece of the pie. They developed it, but they were paid to develop it. And I'm pretty sure they probably got some proceeds from all the profits, yada, yada, yada. And, they used that money to make Guilty Gear Strive look the way it did. Hold on a second. Guilty Gear Xrd versus Strive graphics. Just to give you guys a visual here. Oh my goodness. Can you guys see that? Oh man. I need like a bigger picture. Alright, that's Soul Bad Guy. Alright, good. Yeah. Look at Kai over here and look at Kai over here. Like, note the shadows. Note like the more like, I don't know, the more detail, like everything just looks like better over here. Hold on a second. Look at these two, man. His hair looks like this is actually not his hair. Like, I didn't know that for the longest time. It was part of his coat, I guess. But look at him over here. He just looks better. Oh my goodness. Look at her. Look at her versus this, man. She looks so simple over here. Eno. Look at Eno, man. Look at Eno. Everything is just better. They took that money and used it to develop a game that looks better and is better animated. I'm pretty sure. But what is she going to say? Let's talk about it.
Of Guilty Gear Strive on the Switch earlier next year, which had happened at the start of 2025, they had rolled out a new update for the game, which made some notable changes to the title's digital figure mode, aka its photo mode. If you now try to view certain fighters from questionable angles, like panty shots, the characters will disappear.
Did you like how she had to roll her eyes there?
Think that a game that is clearly being marketed towards a slightly more mature audience would have things like this, especially when you have key art where, I mean, females' best assets are all in their total and complete glory. Now, as mentioned by Automaton,
It's so funny how she could read this and like hear women being objectified and just be like, wait, is she? I'm sorry, I got so lost because I was looking at this thumbnail over here. I need some ADHD meds. Is she reading or is she just saying shit?
where, I mean, females' best assets are all in their total and complete glory. Now, as mentioned by Automaton Media, it does seem like this update could be
Hold on. Okay, so that was her saying that. I just had to make sure. I had to read that. So she was just making it like a point there, and she just sounded so absurdly stupid. I thought it was something that she had read, but no, that's something that came directly from her mouth. That's insane.
a response to the age ratings of the PlayStation versions of Strive being changed from a 0B rating, or 12-year-olds and above, to a 0C rating, 15-year-olds and above, by the Japanese ratings board, and potentially reducing the game's audience. But Guilty Gear Strive would be making its way across to the Nintendo Switch in January, which it did, and that went okay, though we didn't hear any specific sales figures, so I don't think that it did super amazing. But even when it had released years ago, there
Look at Biken. She maintained this sort of look, by the way. So, like, I don't even know what she's complaining about. You'll never be able to satisfy dorks like this. These tourists.
there was a very clear change in the direction they wanted to take this franchise, and that didn't sit well with a lot of people. The Guilty Gear creator had confirmed the developer Arxis was giving more focus to global tournaments, saying that video games should not be in violation of global standards of compliance. So in yet further confirmation that the once esteemed developer has
Imagine, like, hearing that and thinking the people who are playing fighting games in tournaments, like, are really killing fighting games.
abandoned their own creative integrity
I mean, they can a certain way online, but, like, this is different.
in favor of making a quick buck. The Arxis CEO and CCO had confirmed that the future of the fighting game studio would center on appealing to global standards, which of course is just so unfortunate. I understand that companies want to make as much money as possible and you need to sell to as many people as possible, but for such a well-known, established franchise to basically abandon what made it special in the first
I want you guys to, like, really take a deep breath and listen to me. When I say, when I parse this to you, what exactly is she arguing over right here? Thumbnail, by the way. What exactly is she arguing against? Is she arguing against, like, looking up a girl's skirt, a digital woman's skirt, and being able to take a picture in photo mode? Or is she arguing for something that actually makes a difference to the people who are going to be playing Guilty Gear Strive?
place in order to chase a global audience or a larger audience they had hoped? It really is just a
What exactly is she arguing about?
This franchise. And I've been covering Guilty Gear Strive since it initially released, and I know that there were a lot of people that had said, oh,
You bullshitting. Hold on a second. I didn't even know she did that. Because she's been talking about Assassin's Creed over, like, the past year. Let's see. 3 years ago, Testament to be degendered from male to non-binary. Testament was always non-binary. Fucking moron. Let's see. There's no more Vara Dark videos. She's been covering this game for so long, but she only has 2 videos on it.
we need to give them
She said she's been covering it for so long, like the measurement is just simply 1 video ago.
a little bit of wiggle room. We need to give them
3 years ago.
They aren't truly abandoning their
That'd be like me saying I've covered Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise for a long time because I fucking did a react video to his announcement, but I didn't start playing it till like this year.
established audience, but now it's basically confirmed that, yeah, that is the case. And I can't say I'm really that shocked with all of the censorship that happened, with all of these very questionable statements about them focusing on like global tournaments and ArcSys really pushing the word global. It just comes across as them trying to modernize a franchise in the worst ways possible. And I personally can't think of an example where modernizing a franchise of this size has really worked out for a developer, and it doesn't look like it's going to start with Guilty Gear, that's for sure. It talks about how the in-development game had yet to be officially announced. However, when asked what this meant for the future of the series, one source said that it was...
Keep in mind that this is the highest selling Guilty Gear that's ever came out.
Back to the drawing board, but that based on what they knew, it wasn't finished. And let's hope that it's not finished. Let's hope that this game just wasn't working out behind the scenes, and instead of pushing out a really mediocre product, they decided to scrap it and restart from the ground up. I want to have faith, I truly do, but at the same time, I just do not trust a lot of video game developers and studios these days, and I know so many other people feel the same exact way.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. You've only done 2 videos on Guilty Gear. What the fuck are you talking about?
Companies really can't be trusted,
It's
especially
just such a dumb bitch.
insult the fans that they have and their established audience.
And she can't say nothing about it because she likes being treated like this.
A new one. So
because she's confirmed it.
On this situation, I am curious to see if they make any official statements anytime soon. This news really had just broken, and of course it is a rumor and a report, so take it with a grain of salt. Maybe Guilty Gear is doing perfectly fine, and these are just false reports, though. I know there was a lot of worry just a couple of weeks ago at Summer Games Fest when they had announced that Arc System Works was actually working on the new Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls game, which does look really cool. I think that it definitely has their style written all over it, and I hope that this comes out and it's awesome. But if you pair most of the developers working on this new game with the fact that the new Guilty Gear title has been canceled, it's going to be like a decade before we get another Guilty Gear, if they even release a new one by that point. If you don't know what this game is, it's reimagined characters and...
She's so stupid, man. Like, she don't even know... What was the last Guilty Gear before Strive?
Stages, heart pounding.
Like, I wish I could ask her live. As a matter of fact, she probably knows who I am.
Kind of worth it. It's free. I love this song. I haven't fought this one hard mode. The bosses, because I had done like the 1 or 2 just warm up bosses, but the bosses we're doing now I have not fought hard mode at all.
I'm just curious.
Who's harder, Scarlet or Raven? Well, I haven't fought Scarlet or, well, I've fought Raven hard mode. I haven't won yet, but I haven't fought her Scarlet hard. Did we? Last stream, actually? I might be promoting fake news right now.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Her hard mode.
She probably won't say nothing. I'm not even watching her play.
My YouTube keeps freezing. I'm gonna have to reset it.
She ain't gonna answer that shit. Man, she ain't gonna answer that shit. Let's just continue the video. I'll watch this a little bit more later. It'll be funny.
Visuals that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It did look really cool. We saw it first announced a couple of weeks back, and there was quite a bit of hype behind it, but it is still a long ways away as it doesn't launch until 2026. But yeah, right now...
It's like, you know, it's like fucking, what is that? 5 months until 2026.
It seems that Guilty Gear fans are getting completely screwed over. I will be keeping my eye on this to see if they...
Well, Guilty Gear fans play more than just Guilty Gear, thank God. So I don't care if she's keeping her eye on it. Like, she's a fucking dork. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's pretending she speaks for me and every other Guilty Gear player, but she doesn't.
from the full release of Ghost of Yotei, so far things have not been going smoothly for this title. People are pretty disappointed that they're not continuing Jin Sakai's storyline. The lead actress...
Well, that's because his story ended. Like, those people are kind of stupid. Like, if you play Ghost of Tsushima and you, like, play at the end, you understand that Jin's story is kind of just done. Like, he either stays on Tsushima or he goes to the mainland and, like, he lives out the rest of his days. Potentially with, I forget her name, but the bandit chick, the thief chick that he was, looks like he was sweet on near the end. Like, I think that that's what happened. And what would happen later on, like, he would fight to death against, like, his own people. Like, Ghost of Tsushima was about the spirit. Somebody said this on Twitter. Ghost of Tsushima was about, like, the spirit of the land of Tsushima taking vengeance on the Mongolians. You know what I mean? And this Ghost of Tsushima, I'm sorry, this Ghost game is about revenge against, people who killed her family.
Is a radical activist, and to top all of that off,
she's saying this like, there's going to be like a bunch of picket signs for like, gay rights or something in Ghost of Yotei, which takes place during the 1600s.
Latest state of
stupid. That's what I'm talking about. Like, who cares what that, like, you know what? The actress hasn't done anything to, slur you, hasn't done anything to harm you physically, harm you mentally or emotionally. Like, it's just a simple fact that she believes in the rights of other people, and that's like what really annoys her. That's what you gotta watch out for from people like this. Like, they don't care about you. They don't care about people who might feel a different way than them. They just want to feel great and, like, just have their own shit. They just want to be like, oh, well, you know what? There's a white lady in this game and she's cooking and has big titties and I can go to photo mode and look at her ass crack. It's fucking weird.
play showed off some pretty...
I don't care what the gameplay is like.
Meh upgrades, and people are generally unhappy with what they're seeing. I have a few different things.
There is some upgrades, I'm using the quotation fingers, that I don't really care for. I mentioned that on my Ghost of Yotei deep dive video, where, like, I don't really like how we went from stances to weapons to combat different types of enemies. That's not my favorite type of gameplay. I hate switching stances or styles to, specifically fight a specific type of enemy. It's just cumbersome.
Things to show.
Not cumbersome, but it's annoying. Like, I want to play with dual blades the entire game. Stop making me use a spear.
But before
It's one of the reasons why I didn't like Final Fantasy 15.
Get into the topic. If you enjoy the content I create, check out the links.
Shut up.
Continuing Jin Sakai's story was a major problem for a lot of people, and I'm not necessarily mad that they're, bumping the time period forward and they are highlighting a new character, but I am definitely disappointed because he had so much potential. And
another part about Jin Sakai and Ghost of Tsushima is that, so Ghost of Tsushima is a story about, like, a samurai who came back from the brink of death and really was ahead of the curve of starting something that, we know as being a shinobi or a ninja. He sneaks around, he uses stealth, he uses his head, he doesn't get into anything, that's going to be a fight to the death, because he needs to live to fight again to save his homeland. And that was one of the most interesting aspects about Ghost of Tsushima to me. But again, keep in mind, ninjas did not exist. Because I was in the 1300s. This is in the 1600s. This is well past the point where ninjas exist, and they mentioned that in the trailer. Ninjas are in the game, that you fight. So there's going to be more stealth mechanics, I'm sure, more stealth abilities and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's going to be as much as, like, say, Assassin's Creed Shadows, where, like, you can go prone and, like, hang off the sides of buildings and assassinate, or, whatever. I don't know if the free running is going to be as good either, but, stuff like that. Like, I think it's interesting that they moved the time forward so that, you can have more techniques, because the stuff that Jin was doing, you wouldn't see in that time period, really, because again, samurai, they fought with, honor or whatever. But in the 1600s, it's like, oh, you're a shinobi. There's no disgrace in doing that.
I would have loved to see where Jin's story continued, like where it continued to go after he fully male character that we all knew and were really falling in love with because his story was so good in the first game. Now, if this female character in the game is genuinely insufferable, we don't know if that's going to happen. We don't know if this is necessarily
You're already putting that
low,
negative energy out
it seems
there.
that they picked a very specific actress because this actress had actually worked on Dragon Age the Veilguard with several of the senior writers on Yote, which definitely doesn't sit well with me. I mean, some of these people had written absolute slop in the past, people who are just not very good at their job, at least in my opinion. Beyond their involvement in Dragon Age the Veilguard, Dumbrow and Woods have worked on several games that were widely regarded as failures. Both were part of the teams behind Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem, two titles infamous for lackluster storytelling and massive disappointments at launch. Whenever I see names like this on a project, I instantly become worried because these are not people who have major wins under their belt. Maybe they have like 1 or 2 failures maximum. That's just not the case here, so that didn't strike me as very good. And then of course you have Erica
Oh man. All right. So everything she mentioned is so subjective. I have not played Dragon Age Veilguard, and the main reason is because I don't think that the archetyping in that game is really interesting at all. And Mass Effect, I've never played a Mass Effect game. And I'm sure the problems with Mass Effect normally, they probably stem from gameplay. Because normally it's gameplay, but you can't get that through these fucking Neanderthals, these fucking Cro-Magnons, thick skulls.
Ishii, who, yes, also did work on Dragon Age the Veilguard. She's been part of some really questionable projects as well. Besides that, though, she is very vocal on social media, and I say this all the time. People are allowed to have their own opinions, and they can voice them online, but they have to, number one, understand they are representing, now in this case, Sony and Sucker Punch, and they're representing the...
What the fuck does that mean? Why can't you separate a person from the place they work from? That's why I keep calling her a dumb bitch. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I work at a fucking trucking company, but the trucking company doesn't fucking dictate anything I do. I'll say whatever the fuck I want. I think police officers are fucking pigs. I think that they're unhelpful. I think that white supremacy needs to fucking die, and all the people that are white supremacists should fucking die. They should die and let everybody else be happy. I think the world would be a better place. Like, I don't care.
Ghost series that they're trying to make, and
if you have a problem with me saying white supremacists should die, then you're a white supremacist and you should die.
You are also actively pushing away potential customers by coming out and calling people bigots or ists and phobes for having, in this case, a political leaning you personally do not agree with.
Political leaning you personally do not agree with is like a gay person being called a fucking slur, which, definitionally a slur is something that should get you like fired from your job or at least taken to HR. A slur is something that dehumanizes a person. A slur is something that you call someone an activity that you detest, that you can't stand. You can't even call it what it is. Like, you know what? Calling her a bitch isn't a slur. Like, it's a female dog. Like, it's something that's mean, but calling her a slur would be like calling her like a I don't know, a ginger or something. But that's meaningless because guess what? She's white, and white people have the most institutional fucking power in the West. So, me calling her a fucking ginger means nothing. It means nothing at all. And she wouldn't get mad about that. And if she got mad about that and chose to, get mad about it, and, we had a conversation about it, I wouldn't call her a ginger, And that would be the end of it. I would learn a lesson. I'd be like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that. But she doesn't fucking care. She doesn't care about people and their feelings or anything along those lines. If you say something about black people, I'm gonna say something to you. You know what I mean? If you make assumptions about black people and say, we're fucking lazy or whatever, I'm going to fucking correct you, and I'm going to correctly call you a racist because you make a generalization towards people. If you call people slurs against gay people or trans slurs, you know what I mean? If you call someone, I'm not even going to say it. If you're going to call somebody like a trans slur, then you're generalizing them and you're doing it to make them feel bad only because of something that's a part of them. And that makes you a bad person, period. It makes you a transphobe. Is that simple enough? Like, are we just going to ignore what words mean now? Of course we are, because she's a fucking blockhead.
And if that
But again, we're not talking about the game yet.
Our voices heard. Just tries to explain it to them. They would much rather have an other to demonize, which of course we've heard many times. We even heard a listener new information about Yote, and
she's not saying anything about the game yet.
New information about Yote, and it's not going over particularly good for PlayStation. So they had actually posted this over on their social media.
I'm curious, what is Ghost of Yote deep dive doing right now in terms of like numbers? I haven't seen it. So this is the deep dive. It's 3 million views. That's a lot of views. It has 169k likes and 12k dislikes. So as you can see right here, this is like I think that's less than 10% of people like dislike this video. So like, even though I have critiques of it, I still am going to get the game, and I love the Ghost series. You know what I mean? But this is stupid. Like, where is the real critiques? Can we talk about the gameplay a little bit?
Media saying, will you be stealth, ranged, or melee focused? Discover and customize Arbor to match your preferred playstyle in Ghost of Yote. A lot of people are pointing out how some of this just looks really rough around the edges, like this image right here. That just does not look very good, in my opinion, and many.
What part of it doesn't look very good?
Other people's opinions, and there's people.
What part of it doesn't look very good? What the fuck does that mean?
No. It's taking a troubling turn. We have major concerns. They are not excited for it, or they will maybe.
I don't think using Twitter is like a good. All right, so this is a guy who's fucking her or something. I don't know. Like, this is her husband or whatever. That old man that she's fucking. I guess she's fucking some old guy, or is that Melanie Mack? I get them confused. They have the same opinions, but so. The thing is, Twitter, you don't want to go to Twitter to get opinions on new games, honestly. Like, it's cool if you're, like, within a community and you're talking about, like, the state of a game, but, like, they'll go to Twitter because guess what? Twitter, when Elon Musk took over, had a surge of N-words being used. What was it? Was it in 2023 or 2024 when he took over Twitter? He took over and like there was a surge of N-words. Like this site is like I almost said X videos. Fucking Twitter is a very racist and volatile site. Like you don't want to go on here to talk about games unless you're in a community or you're confident in the game. But let's see what Smash JT's stupid fucking Iago parrot face got. He got 202 likes, and there was like what 3k likes on this post. I'll be non-binary. How's that sound? Torch Games. Hold on. You guys know what he looks like? Look at this fucking dork. Look at what he has. Look at this AI picture of him. Look at this AI picture. It's not even an AI picture of him. This is an AI picture of what he thinks he looks like. Look at this fucking dork, bro. What is going on with his hair? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the guy behind the screen is going, it's non-binary. I'll be non-binary. Like, come on, bro. You look like a fucking idiot. Who cares if you're not going to buy the game, man?
Binary. How's that sound? Sony, why do you strip women of all female charm in your games? Who is this game catering to now?
He's posting that as he fucking posts Stellar Blade, a Sony game. Well, they don't own the studio, but this is a Sony exclusive title, Stellar Blade here. And he's sitting here telling us why do you strip the women of all female charm. Like, bro, you just played fucking Stellar Blade. Are you not satisfied? What is wrong with you?
Now, there's lots of people.
Abolish the police. The main lead. Good. Actually good. I think they liked it because this is a good post. Good. I'm glad. Abolish the fucking police. Fuck it.
From work and playing as
a below average mid. Gray Fox 1990. He says with the fucking anime profile picture.
Below average mid, and I'm sure that this game.
She looks pretty bad. This is so cringe. You know what was so weird about it? Like, remember how I went to the video and it was like 3 million views and like less than 10% of the people like dislike it? How she's like on Twitter right now, which this post has like 3.5k likes, and that's not even like a big fraction of this, of like the over, what is that, over a fucking 180k like likes and dislikes total. Like, so like she's going to like a very small focus group on a website where like people are like known to be racist and volatile, and she's like, look at this, look at all these people who are commenting on there. Like, bro, this is literally, this is them, this is them, this is all of them. This is all the people who are saying it's non-binary, who Sony doesn't give a fuck about because they're still making the game
anymore, because there's no way you're going to see that and go, yeah, that looks pretty cool with like,
this looks pretty cool. I love this earth tone armor over here. I don't like the helmet, but I don't like helmets in Ghost of Tsushima, so
bright like purple and red combo. It just,
yeah, the red and blue, yeah, that's a common combination. Purple and red is also a common combination. Look at this fucking earth tone shit.
Just doesn't look very solid in my opinion, though.
It doesn't look very solid because of the color combinations. Hey, chat, look at this fucking outfit she has on. Let's go to her fucking videos. Let's go to her videos right now. What is she wearing? And I hate people like this. People that wear black all the fucking time and put their characters in all black. You guys are fucking stupid, man. You got no sense of style. None. No sense of style. Every single thumbnail here, you think she recorded all this in a day? This is the same shit. You look stupid.
That's like,
bro, oh my god.
This armor looks really bad. Maybe they just don't genuinely know how to market a game towards gamers anymore, because there's no way you're going to see.
You didn't say that when Stellar Blade came out, you fucking thick-jawed bitch.
That and go, yeah, that looks pretty cool with like very solid post that features Erika Ishii, and she is seemingly training. And a lot of people are either making fun of her stance or just this video. And of course, the way that they are presenting this is if she actually is trying her damnedest and her hardest to, you know, live as this role, and she's trying to learn about it. Does
yeah, she's getting into the role. Like, I don't understand why this is like something to make fun of. Like, you get into the role of playing a clown every day.
Saying attack the opponent instead of the argument, of course, because they
what is this? What is this?
Nope.
She's huge. What?
Huge. What have you ever achieved in your life? Shockingly little, I'm sure. People are saying attack the opponent instead of.
What a fucking dork, man. She thought that shit was hilarious. Of course, 27, ad hominem, attack the opponent instead of the argument. Like, bro, you, regardless, like, you're attacking the fucking woman. You just said that she was huge. You agreed that she was fat. Like, you fucking puny little bitch. I can't stand motherfuckers like this. These motherfuckers that get on Twitter that don't have like real profile pics, or if they do have a real profile pic, they look fucking stupid. Like, they get on here making fun of people that actually get out to do stuff. You know, she's getting out and doing this. At least it's not like somebody else doing like the motion capture or something like that. Or even if it is, like, she's getting into character. She is an actress. Like, oh my god. I think it's she. I don't know if she's she or they.
Legitimate argument.
All right. Well, she's just gonna keep scrolling this and not have a real opinion on the gameplay. She's not commented on the gameplay. Did she do a video on the deep dive at all? Like, hold on. She still talk about Dragon Age Veilguard. That was 4 days ago. That was a gaming awards. I don't know, man. I just don't know. These motherfuckers are so stupid because they journos are pissed because gamers are winning. Stop killing games. Success infuriates journos. What? All right. They must be talking about. I see that Anthem's in the thumbnail. Anthem is a game that's kind of close to me. I like Anthem, and I think that Anthem was dealt with unfairly. I think that Anthem had problems, but there was no reason to. There's no reason to dump on it as hard as they did. I am still looking for this Ghost of Yote gameplay like breakdown. We're weeks ago. Hold on a second. Let me see. Vara Dark Ghost of Yote. Three days ago. Yeah, she's not even fucking doing anything about it. Oh my goodness. She's not even like actually looking at any of the videos. She's just commenting and looking at her Twitter hug box.
We see so many games with
What is this? Mecha Break scores tank as microtransactions infuriate gamers. Fun gameplay bogged down by bad MTX. Never seen her play the game. It does have bad microtransactions, but guess what? I still play it because I don't have to pay for it. Let's see. Was there anything else? Nah. Did she ever answer my shit?
I don't know what's gonna be best against him.
Answer it, bitch.
Did that even hit? What the fuck? Oh, I see.
Bro. Oh, I'm reading that wrong. I'm like, there's no way she took an hour to start the stream.
To the release day, and you can't stream until release day. Something sounds sus to me. Sounds weird about that. Hours and literally so often we see games delayed because they're in a bad state or they release and then they change the review window so that they can like hide stuff. I don't necessarily think that's gonna happen here because everything surrounding this game has been so positive. All like the media events have been super positive. All of
You know, things have been positive for Stellar Blade, but the thing is, nobody ever shows gameplay about it. And the gameplay is really the thing that I think that they could work on the most, more than anything. They plan to work on the story a lot more, but I'm really more interested in the gameplay. I'm going to be honest with you. Shut up.
I don't know. Didn't think about
This fight isn't, like, very hard.
Yes. When does that release? I have it pre-ordered, but I will be streaming that, yeah. I think it releases in like October, doesn't it? Are you gonna play it twice? Early access by yourself and a new game on stream? No.
Dumbass.
Really,
Normally I wouldn't be this mean, but like she plays kind of bad. Like look at her. She's already at half life because not because of
I'm only going to
like the fight is hard or anything. Like she's just doing the strong shit and like getting hit. Like she did the double sword wave and got fucking spanked.
Guys, this is my first time playing it. This is insane.
Hold on a second. Can I go back?
Really, stream games as my first impression. Well, not that I only do, but you know what I mean. Like if it's a new game, I'm only going to
Something
first time on
looked
stream.
weird to me. Oh, it's because she probably has like a gear equipped that heals her when she gets a critical attack, which is like super scrubby, by the way.
This is insane.
What?
I get it, but also not wanting streams of your game that hasn't released yet sounds pretty normal to me. But the problem is they said one thing and then changed their mind at the last minute.
What's your? This is not her first time playing this.
Also stream and then.
Cause she has that outfit.
I'm only going to play it for the first time on stream.
Oh, okay. She's talking about something else. Whatever.
I don't like now. It's my.
Did she?
other people.
What is going on here?
So they're allowing like 6 hours of footage to go up. So like,
Oh my god, she's so bad.
I don't know, guys.
She's really bad at this.
I can't stream it, but other
She went to the invincible mode. This is stupid, by the way. You see how stupid this is? This is what I'm talking about when I say that the combat could be better. Look at what she's doing right now. This is the game that she's like, yeah, game of the year. Yeah, this is it. This is what gamers want. Like, bro, I don't want repetitive ass stinger. She's worse than gaming journalists, honestly. Because you know what? Gaming journalists, they got some bullshit going on, but I feel like some of them actually are trying to learn now.
4 releases on October 21st. Okay, yeah. I will be streaming it. 100%.
She almost died to like the second boss on hard.
Version.
That's not a hard boss.
Would be Funkiest Collective. Metal Wolf, hope your night's going good, my friends. I'm about to win this for you. Okay.
Nah, no way. Nah, she's toast. This isn't on hard. That's not on hard. There's no way.
Oh yeah, broken. And then
Yeah, she's about to die several
I can't
times.
stay for long because I'm working right now, but I'll still say hi, hello, Metal Wolf. Hope your night's going good, my friends. I'm about to win this for you. Okay, that hurt.
Bro, she's tapping. She's mashing square.
Shouldn't have done that.
Well, who knows? She might win this. Like, she looks like she has like a lot of health. She knows how to get health, I guess.
I think we want to use circle. What? What? It's great. Demon Crawler's the best boss. Oh, Demo Crawler. I would say Demon Crawler. It is kind of my favorite boss in the game. Top 3 for sure. Best music.
Dude, it's like Daria. It's like I'm listening to Daria.
I wanted to give one or two.
Just watching her die a couple more times. This really isn't fair because this is, in all honesty, this boss and like I want to say the.
Build and level overall means nothing.
Should I say the machine boss, the final boss, the machine boss? I think that's like these are the two hardest
I
bosses.
guess there's probably worse systems.
Look at this.
Oh shit, that's backwards. There's probably worse system in
This is the gamer. This is the gamer of gamers.
games. But I think when you have things you either start with and are taken away from you, or stuff that you've been collectively gaining that ends up being unusable. Unless it's like, I don't know, a boss is putting a debuff on you that makes it so you can't use it.
Square. That's what she's doing right now. If you never played this game, square. She just did square, triangle. Okay.
I don't know which one of these is the best against her. Maybe this? Yeah, that was pretty decent.
She doesn't even know what the moves do. That's insane to me.
Black Myth does it, and it's your game of the year 2024. I'm not saying I'm not saying
She doesn't know how to follow. Oh, she didn't have enough to follow up.
It's never okay or it never works, but I'm saying I generally hate games that do that. I generally think that it's stupid. Even in Black Myth Wukong. Like, it's cool for the cinematics, especially in something like Wukong.
That's another thing. So like, that character just did a move where she's supposed to dodge it. Like, but in Stellar Blade, you could just do like whatever your special move is, and it has like infinite hit stun on any enemy. Like that sword wave, the double sword wave, is infinite hit stun.
Using the gun. Isn't the gun really good against her?
No, idiot, it's not.
I believe so, but thank you so much for
Why are you asking me? Aren't you the gamer?
Play Eve jiggle physics, but because I'm about to win, I don't want anybody to miss out on this absolutely riveting experience we're about to see. You know what I mean?
Nah, she's about to get fucked up. She's gonna die again to this boss. Like, I know that for certain.
Win, and then you guys didn't actually get to see it.
Look at how she's playing. Why did she drop that grenade twice?
We need more games like Ocarina where everything you get is useful the whole game. Yep, I like that. Not every game needs to be that way or anything, but I just hate when games rip things away from you.
What does that mean?
Like, it's stupid.
This game has too forgiving of a parry system. And dodge. Oh, she must have the gear equipped where it's like a lot easier. That's the only thing I could think of.
It should be illegal to have.
Oh man, here we go. Invincible mode.
Distractions.
Invincible mode, infinite hit stun. She won't get, yeah, like, she didn't get hurt by that at all because this mode is completely invincible. Despite having a lot of, like, you know, hit stun, and you can be hit and, like, interrupted in this mode. Like, you're invincible. Like, you don't take any, like, life damage.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately. This lady's insane. Weapons of mass seduction? That's true. Oh my god, I wasn't ready! Is this gonna work against him? It does. I never know if a grenade's actually going to work or if it's gonna fuck me over. Apparently Sony's giving refunds on Mind's Eye. They've been giving refunds. I'm not laughing at you. They've been giving refunds on that fucking game since like a week after release. It's that bad, yeah.
Is Mind's Eye a PlayStation exclusive? I don't even know.
Sony, right? They never want to fucking give people refunds. They don't give a fuck if it's worth your money or not.
Infinite hit stun. She said, isn't the gun really good?
Think we can get her?
Look at this. You know, watching her play, this is a lot less riveting.
No! Oh my gosh! Please don't, please don't, please don't.
Oh, she has Taki mode. She's gonna like skate by with that. Yep, see? Look at this. Riveting gameplay. Nah, she's not gonna lose now. If she loses, then I don't know what to say.
Or play Mind's Eye. I watched playthroughs of it and it was very bad.
That's another thing. This Taki mode has infinite hit stun, but like no damage.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, she got it. I think. Up. Hit stun out of anywhere.
Oh my god, no! Oh my god, the literal fucking sliver zone.
She fucking died. What did I tell you?
She was like down. Like one hit or two hit. I hope your night's going good.
Did she die again?
Skins.
Why would you start your stream with like the second boss, then like the second to last boss, and then the third to last boss, and you died to this one? That's insane. Damn.
What?
This one's easier. Why is it taking her a longer time? Yeah, man, she kind of sucks, doesn't she? Like, and that's all I'm trying to say, man. People like this aren't that good at games. Like, she's beaten it before, but geez, like, you know, I have trouble with that boss. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't have like that much trouble. Jesus. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. I've been on this video too long. Moral of the story: Vara Dark's a moron. She doesn't play these games like that. If she does play them, she's not that good at them.